Hi everyone, and welcome to the Acts of Sweetness Kitchen. I'm your host, Erin Bolger, the Happy Baker. Now with Valentine's Day coming up, we're celebrating with a rich, ooey, gooey, decadent brownie. So even if you don't have a sweetie, you're going to have a recipe. Okay, so to get started, what we're going to do is sift together 3/4 cup of flour with the tablespoon here of cocoa and a pinch of salt. Okay. I actually like doing this. It's a little quicker. We sifted those ingredients there together. We're going to set that aside. Now we're going to take our 1/2 cup here of butter with our teaspoon of instant espresso powder, and now I'm going to add it in the saucepan over low heat and melt it till it's combined. We have melted our butter and we have dissolved the instant espresso powder into the butter. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add our 5 1-ounce squares here of semi-sweet chocolate that we have finely chopped. We're going to add that to the mixture and melt it. And again, this is over low heat. You don't want to melt your chocolate on anything more than a simmer. Okay, so now we've melted the chocolate. We're going to bring it over here and we're going to add in our sugar. We have a 1/4 cup of the golden yellow sugar here, and we have 3/4 cup of granulated white sugar. Now we're going to mix together our sugar with our melted chocolate until it's very well mixed. Did you know that Redpath has been crafting sugar since 1854? That's right, there's been many generations of happy Canadian bakers. That looks good. I'm going to set this aside and let it cool slightly. We'll just put it over here. Now what we're going to do is take a separate bowl, and with 3 large eggs, we're going to beat them with a tisp of vanilla. Now we're going to bring back our chocolate mixture, and we're going to slowly add the eggs while stirring all the time. You just want to keep stirring. You don't want to cook the egg at all. So you just want to make sure that you're stirring, combining, stirring and combining. We're going to gradually add our flour mixture here to the melted chocolate, stirring until it's just combined. Now what we're going to do is stir in the 3/4 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips to our batter, and then we're going to pour it into an 8-inch greased pan and bake it in our preheated oven. It's preheated at 350 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes, just until you stick a toothpick in the center, and when you pull it out, there's a few crumbs attached. You want to make sure not to overbake your brownies, or you will be a very unhappy baker. Okay, so our deep, dark, delicious brownies, they've baked, they've cooled. Now we're going to take our brownies to the next level by plating. So since it's Valentine's Day, what a better way to plate and decorate your brownie, but with hearts. What I've done here, I've made my own stencil, and these are just a heart-shaped little hole punch. I punched it into a piece of cardboard. What I'm going to do is place it on the brownie, just on the outer edge, take a little sifter with some icing sugar, and then shake it over the stencil. Another thing you can do is take a heart-shaped cookie cutter, actually put the brownie in the fridge, and what I did was cut out the shape of a heart with my brownie. Now you just take a simple white plate like this, a little bit of raspberry sauce. What I'm going to do, you can just make a design. You can make a swirl, you can make a zigzag, anything to dress up the plate, and then just set the heart-shaped brownie on top. And just a simple way of plating your brownie like this is the ultimate act of sweetness for your sweetie on Valentine's Day. Thanks so much for joining us in the Acts of Sweetness Kitchen. I'm your host, Erin Bolger, the Happy Baker. Please join us again soon for another great recipe.